Hi, I'm Rod from UnitedTaps.com, and today I want to cover double shuffles.
By continuing to watch this video, you are agreeing to relieve United Taps and its staff of any liability for injuries or damages caused by watching or attempting any of the movements presented in this video. If you do not agree to this, please discontinue watching this video now. Thank you.
Just like this. If you're struggling with double shuffles, I've got 3 strategies for you, and number 3 just might be that magical key that gets you from not being able to do them to being able to do them. Now, I want to share a little bit about my personal journey with double shuffles. I have always struggled with these. These have always been hard for me, never been a favorite step of mine, but through the years I have come up with some strategies that have helped me at least get them to a decent degree. Like I can do like that, pretty reasonable. So if you're struggling with these, that's totally normal. I'm going to help you out. So let's go through those 3 strategies. The first strategy, and this is one that's hard for me, I tend to be leaning towards a more controlled ankle, which has its benefits and its drawbacks. But for the double shuffle, you really want to relax your ankle. You really got to relax. So if you're normally holding things tight or you have more of a controlled ankle, like I said, that works great for some situations, but not for others. For the double shuffle, you really want to relax. So keep it as relaxed as you can. All right? So that's my first strategy for you. Really relax. And if you think you're relaxed enough, maybe try relaxing even more. All right. My second strategy, this is a mental strategy. I want you to only concentrate on doing the second shuffle. Because often what happens when you're doing this, you're concentrating on making all 4 sounds, you know, brush, 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 or out, in. Like you're trying to do 4 motions. Your brain's trying to do those 4 motions in relatively rapid succession. And what can happen is that's a lot overwhelming, and that can tense you up, which goes against the relaxation that we're after. And it just tightens everything up. So if we can just, basically, I want you to ignore the first shuffle. You're still going to do it, but your brain is not going to be telling your foot to do that first shuffle. It's going to basically say, just do a shuffle. I'm not going to think about that, but I am going to think about the second shuffle. So I'm only concentrating on the second shuffle. I ignore the first one completely. I only think about doing the second one. All right? So that's your second strategy. Ignore the first shuffle. Only concentrate on doing that second shuffle. All right? And finally, the third strategy, like I said, for some of you, this is going to be the magic key. I want you to concentrate on putting the shuffles in very slightly different positions. Now, this may not be super technically correct, but it's sort of a little bit of a workaround that can get you over the hump. It can get you to the point where you can actually get it, and then from there you can always reduce the amount you're going to move. So what I mean by doing each shuffle in different spots, I'm going to do this slowly. If I'm doing this shuffle here, I might do the second one just a couple inches over, just a slightly different location. So here and then there, here and then there, here and then there, here and then there. All right? This, for whatever reason, putting them in different locations does something with the way your brain is telling your foot to do it so that you can get both shuffles in. And what you would do, as soon as you can do that in those different locations, you need to start reducing the amount you move it to smaller amount, smaller amount, smaller amount, until you can essentially just do it all in one spot like this. But that's a gradual thing. But to start, having them in 2 different locations, even if you need to make them really big, like really different, I wouldn't recommend starting that big, but if you absolutely have to, it can be done. You can start there, right? And then smaller until you get it all into one spot. All right, so those are your 3 strategies. Number 1, just relax a lot more, right? Really relax that ankle. Number 2, ignore the first shuffle. Only mentally concentrate on getting the second shuffle. And finally, number 3, slightly changing the location of each shuffle so that you get them. And as soon as you get them both, then you're going to reduce the amount of location change till you ultimately get it all happening in one spot. All right, beautiful. So those are my 3 strategies for getting a double shuffle if you're struggling with it. Put in the comments below if you have a different strategy. I would absolutely love to hear about it. Or I would like to hear, if you're trying these strategies, which one worked for you, or what results did you get from each one? Maybe each one has helped. You can combine all three of these essentially if you needed to. So let me know in the comments below how you're doing. And also don't forget to subscribe so we can bring you many more great tap dance videos like this. And hey, at UnitedTaps.com, if you want more than just a short video, if you want a deep dive into whatever level of tap dance you're on, we have huge lesson series. We have a beginner, intermediate, and intermediate advanced lesson series. And this is a full series, like our beginner series. It goes over all 37 steps from the beginner level. I teach you the steps, we break them down, we practice them like slowly, and then we get faster at them. We put them together in combinations, we talk about technique, we do all of that. We do that for every lessons series. I teach you a whole bunch of different steps. We talk about technique, we practice them, and we put them into combinations, and we have a lot of fun. So if you go to UnitedTaps.com, you can see those lesson series. They're a lot of fun. Plus, we have choreography. If you're looking for choreography, maybe for a recital, maybe for competition, maybe just for fun, or maybe you have like a local show that you're doing. We have choreography, all levels, beginner up through advanced, and we break down the choreography nice and slow, filmed from the back. So when we're teaching it, you're going to see it from the back, just like you're in a real tap class. We take our time, we break it down, we review so that you can keep putting everything together. We don't just go straight through it and say, hey, I hope you got it. Nobody actually learns that way. Well, I'll teach you section 1, we'll practice it. Then I'll teach you section 2, we'll practice that, and then we'll connect sections 1 and 2 together. So we're always going back and connecting things together. That's our choreography at UnitedTaps.com. We have so much more. I hope you come check it out. I, of course, am Rod Howe from UnitedTaps.com, making you happier and healthier through tap dance.